open. The reason being is you're trying to bunch them together, and you're trying to stay in front of them. If you have all the doors open, there's a lot bigger circle that you can run in, so it means you're going to have a lot less chance of having zombies spawn in front of you. Or the other bad thing is if you run too short of a circuit on these higher levels, you might end up running into the tail end of the zombies that are running after you, and then you're really in trouble because you've got 20 zombies coming from each side. So that's all I'm doing. Again, it's kind of monotonous at this point. But if you want to beat your friends or have a really good high score, this is a really good way to do it. The other thing too is with these points, I'm using the trap. If I didn't want to use the trap, I could probably get 20,000 points around, if not more. I would say probably a lot more if I wanted to, just because there's so many zombies spawning. So there's really no issue with points at this point. The key to the Thunder Gun is just not getting trapped. If you do go down and you get the Juggernog, and for some reason you do get in trouble, just use the Thunder Gun. It'll push everything back, so you'll be okay. You just need to not panic. Some people dance around the stage at the beginning of each level and stay down there. I tried that, and I just didn't feel like it was that great because I felt you get a lot of anxiety, I guess, when you get that many zombies that close to you. I just never perfected it, and I found that there's really no reason to do it. So why even risk it? If you just run these long circles, you're fine. So all I'm doing is just doing the same thing over and over again, looking back up, waiting, going. The other cool thing that you can do is on these later rounds is usually by the last time you use the laser, I don't know exactly how it works, but I'm guessing there's like a set number of zombies that they'll release onto the board each round, if you will. So usually the last spawning of them, there's not quite nearly as many, and you can kind of at that point run around and then try to shoot them in the head and stuff to kill them. Not at this point though, just because it takes too damn long to kill them. Just because they're, they can take I'd say 100 shots and not die. Again, I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. If I do decide to let them run through that laser up there, I'll run to these far steps. I may do that just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I might be almost done with this level. I'm not sure. Oh, I get the double tap only in the later rounds. It definitely depletes your ammo really fast, but if you've got a huge bunch of zombies that are following you, you want to shoot as much as possible, as quickly as possible to get the points. So I recommend getting the double tap. See, the stairs are great for jumping down. It looks like I'm almost done with this level. Let me just run one more time and make sure. I'll show you guys all my claymores. So all these claymores are here so I can run back and get the Juggernog if I go down. You always want to stay in the theater. I'll let you guys see just how many times they can take a shot. In case there's any question about whether or not I'm on level 48. And as you can see, it's staying red the whole time. Oh, he switched on me. That guy right there is the one I was shooting.
Why am I always needing more ammo?
They're just like Terminators. It's kind of ridiculous.
When did I run out of ammo?
There's the mystery box. If you do get a fire sale, which is a big ticket thing, I recommend going to this room because you can open up this one and then run and open up this one. The fire sale puts the mystery box in every location it could show, and then that way you can actually look and see if you want that weapon, and then look and see if you want that weapon, and you will actually have time to run back to the dressing room and use it one more time. Oh yeah, I was trying to show you guys how many times you can shoot them. I'll probably completely run out of this ammo, and it will still be loading. And as you already saw, I already shot that one guy quite a bit. And it's passing through one zombie and hitting the other one, so instead of getting just 10 points, I'm getting 20 points. Okay, so that guy finally went down. As I have plenty of points, I'm just going to use a laser so I can show you guys what to do. And that's just that laser right there. I don't really use it. And I'm just going to go up here and lay down a claymore when its round ends. Alright, so now I'm going on 49. I'll show you the beginning of this one. I'm just staying in here. You know, a lot of people, like I said, dance around. I just stay in here for a few seconds. See, they're already running out. There's really no reason to stay too long. But your whole goal is you just don't want them to be in front of you. I almost trapped myself with this laser right here. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but that could have been bad. Okay, so now I'm just walking. That's all I'm doing, is walking. I'm going up. Again, a lot of the other strategies for the beginning levels that you've probably already read and found are pretty effective. So I would just use that, but once you get the thunder gun, you can kind of start running this circuit that I'm showing you, and you'll literally have no problem. This is another area where you can shoot them and get a bunch of points if they're lined up. And then you'll see the reason why I run down these back steps if I don't use that laser is they also come down those steps, and it's another way to effectively split them up. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get as many bunched up as possible. That's why I do it on this part. Because see, some of them are coming this way, and then they'll kind of meet in the middle. And then I get this gun, and then I'm shooting multiple again. I got hit a little bit, but who cares? Alright. So, rebuilding the windows and stuff. Honestly, once you get past 25, it's really just kind of a waste of time, and it becomes way too monotonous, as if this isn't already kind of monotonous. I don't do it. You can get just as many points the other way. I guess I should talk about the dog rounds. It's usually every 5, but you can never really tell. I mean, I've had it happen on the 6th round, sometimes on the 7th round. It just depends. But on these further rounds, you can see I had 28 to begin with, because when the dog round was almost over, I had 1 shot left, and instead of then hitting the max ammo, I went ahead and used my last shot. So I reloaded and had 4, and then hit it, and that allowed me to have 28 rounds. That's very important because it just gives you more thunder gun to use, and you can literally get, or at least at this point, you can get 28's enough to really keep back a whole bunch of zombies. And that's the only reason why you want to use the thunder gun, is to just push them back. You want to use the traps as your main means of killing zombies, because guns aren't going to work. Upgraded guns aren't going to work. On the video, I don't know if I told you guys, but I actually made a whole bunch of video on the rounds like 47 and 48. Problem was, I realized my camera wasn't even showing the level number down in the bottom left, and that kind of defeated my whole purpose of trying to actually show a 50 plus strategy on level 50 plus. I hate how all those people on YouTube advertise them as 50 plus strategies, but they only show like level 38 or whatever. So I think it's kind of deceiving. But anyway, here I'm going. Just walk in. If they hit me, let them hit me. I don't care. And then you're just walking back by and you're saying hello. There's a whole bunch. you pick a number as far as the number of points you kind of want to stay around, and I just try to stay like around 70,000. Once I get there, I feel pretty comfortable. And again, at any time, if you need more points, just don't use the lasers and just go around and kill them. Let's see, what else? Oh, the only thing that you want to ever worry about upgrade-wise is the max ammo. I'm sure everybody's probably said that. It's just not worth the risk. But if you do this strategy, it's really not going to matter, because you can buy all the ammo you need on the wall. And don't ever upgrade one of the guns that you can buy off the wall. The reason being is then you have to buy this upgraded ammo that's $4,500, and that kind of defeats your purpose of trying to get more and more points to use the traps. Because if you have to spend $4,500 just to reload a gun, you're really going to start eating into what you have. So just use the traps to kill the bulk of them, and use the MP40 non-upgraded to gather the points. Once you're past like level 30 or so, let's say like 33, honestly, it's not going to matter. I had an RPK upgraded, power punched last board, and it does nothing. It's like, shooting them with a spitball. They just kind of laugh at you and keep coming. You're just taking wide circles. I know I've seen some people where they just kind of bunch up a whole bunch of claymores in one area and they run up to it and it kills a whole bunch of zombies. You can do that if you want to. I don't really quite understand how that works. I just use it as kind of a defensive measure to get the Juggernaut. Oh, one thing that's important, on the dog round, do not be in the theater if you are using the claymore to make the kind of protective area around the Juggernaut, because I have had dogs spawn back behind where the Juggernaut is, and then end up blowing up a whole bunch of my C4, which is kind of annoying. But, so I'm just continuing to go. I can't imagine this round's going to be too much longer. It may be, but I don't think so, because you can usually kind of tell by how many zombies they put in this room once you get down to the bottom of the steps. If it's 2 or 3, oh well, maybe there is some more time left. But again, try to walk as much as possible, run to juke, aim up these steps, run about halfway up or from the bottom, depending on how anxious you get about it, and then just keep running this circle. I didn't probably really need to do that, but it really doesn't matter. What else? I don't know. I mean, I guess you guys can leave comments or whatever, and I can try to answer any questions you might have. That guy just popped out kind of in front of me. And I'll try to answer them as much as I can. I don't know. I was kind of disappointed in all the stuff that I found on YouTube, kind of explaining this board and the best strategies. I didn't really think anybody effectively showed a really good strategy that maximized your ammo and what you needed to do. The laser gun's really cool. It's awesome, but it just doesn't help in these later rounds. So if you don't have the thinner gun, you're kind of out of luck. Oh, one other cool thing is, once you have this many points, you kind of make your own luck. So, for instance, I accidentally traded. I went to try to get an MP4 reload and ended up trading my my Thunder Gun, upgraded Thunder Gun, for an MP40, which was kind of aggravating. But all I did was get through the round, because it was near kind of the end, and then I just used the mystery box like 30 times, and then still had like, $40,000 left over. So it really didn't hurt me at all. There's a guy coming up the steps. Just jump over him. On these steps, if you see anything other than a walker, if you see anything other than a crawler, you're